Yo, what is up, guys? It is Band-Aids, and I'm your host, Michael Der Vlogs. This is the solo episode for today. So yeah, it's been a while since I've actually made an episode here. Um, so yeah, so I'm trying to talk quietly as I can because there's people sleeping in another room. I'm sure of that. I don't know for sure, but so yeah. The first couple of topics are not what I wanted to talk about, and the topic that I'm going to end this episode is not about something that I wanted to talk about either. So, the first topic we're going to talk about is football. So, these are big NFL trade topics that are speculating in the news lately. So, Leonard Fournette, um, the running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, he is in talks with different trade topics, or different trade. Or he's in talks with different teams to be traded to someone. I don't know, but there are multiple teams that are interested in him, and I think a perfect fit for him would be with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, I'm kind of biased because that's my team. Uh, been a fan of them for since I can ever remember, and yeah. So the reason why I think that that's a good fit for the reason why I think that he's a good fit for the Steelers is because their run game is really aggressive, and he's an aggressive running back. He's a veteran player, and he can start and keep the load off of James Conner, which is the running back that filled in for Le'Veon Bell when he left to go play for the New York Jets. So that is my thought there. If you guys want to see what the city of Pittsburgh looks like, um, you guys can go look at my banner on YouTube. It's right by my profile picture on my channel profile, like the opening page. Um, yeah, that's the city of Pittsburgh. That's on one of the rivers because there's three rivers that run um, through Pittsburgh. There's a Susquehanna, which is the river that I live by. Like I live literally right by the river. It goes to my house, the school, and then the Susquehanna River. So anyway, there's the Susquehanna, there's the Monongahela, and there's the Allegheny River. So I don't know what river that picture was taken by, but that was at night. So yeah. The other person that is high in trade topics that I like to talk about is Cam Newton. Now, with the departure of Tom Brady from New England, I think that uh, the Patriots would be a great fit for Jacksonville, and yeah, that's that. And I also think that I thought I said New. Well, if I didn't say New England, I meant New England, not Jacksonville. If I said Jacksonville, and another great fit for Tom Brady is in Jacksonville. Um, that's not what I meant. Another great fit for Cam Newton is in Jacksonville. Uh, the reason why I think this is because they just traded Nick Foles, a veteran quarterback, to the Chicago Bears to help them out there because they have a quarterback problem. They're struggling with Mitchell Trubisky as usual. He's not a good quarterback at all by any means. But so I think that the best bet for Cam Newton is either to go to Jacksonville or to go to New England. The reason why I think Jacksonville is because they need a quarterback. They can't stick with Gardner Minshew, and Joshua Dobbs got traded from the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the offseason. He's not a good quarterback either. I don't think he'll ever be a starter. He'll probably only be good as a backup. So that's that topic. Now, into a more political topic. The protests going on around the the world. I, I'm there's tons of protests going on around the world, and I really don't understand why, because it's just they're kind of taking they're kind of taking the word social distancing and just saying, oh yeah, screw you, we're not going to follow by any of those rules. They're not even following by 6 feet apart or wearing masks. Very few people I saw on the news today were wearing masks, and President Donald Trump supported the protests, which I don't understand, because I've watched mostly all of the news briefings that he's had. He's been on CNN and Fox and MSNBC, all the news channels. I've watched the presentations and the coronavirus briefings that him and Dr. Anthony Fauci have been on there and talked about. And every time he's talking about, you got to stay socially distant and everything. And now he's coming out with tweets today that he's supporting the protests, which I don't understand. Because in this case where there's a pandemic, you can't really take months and months and months and months and months to think, because it's going to hurt the economy, and it's not going to be good for anybody by any means. So, yeah, that's that. You guys may hear the TV in the background. Anyway, there was a lady at one of the protests with a sign, and it said, "My body, my choice." And it was a picture of a lady who was wearing sunglasses with this sign, and she drew a picture of a coronavirus mask on the poster, and it was crossed out with a red cross. It was like circled, and then it was with a red cross. I don't know why you'd put yourself at such criticism. Like, I know that there's going to be tons of people coming at her on social media, or just saying, oh, what a dumb person this was. Anyway, I don't know why the camera shut off there. That was weird. Probably because of the storage, when I only have 10 items in my camera roll, and it can hold a lot. I don't know, it's been happening weird lately. But anyway, the picture of the lady with the coronavirus thing, and that I mentioned before, my response to that would be any hospital to put up a sign saying, our hospital, our rules, or something like that. I forget what I was going to say, but, something like that. Next thing I want to talk about is quarantine. I'm holding up well, but I'm bored all the time. I think I'm going to start painting. That's going to be fun. That is some fun activity to do and stuff like that. I don't know. It's because also it's really bad when your internet is bad, and also when your washing machine breaks. That's kind of what we're dealing with now, and we got to go to the laundromat in our town. That really sucks, because you aren't really supposed to be going out anywhere, and if you do, you're supposed to have a mask, and I don't think that anybody should be going out, because for one, people in my house have possibly had the virus, and that's just something that is scary in itself. So I'm not going out anywhere, and I don't know why people would be coming to the house at all. So that's that. Now on to the stuff that has to deal with marching band. There's two topics, and then we will finish off a topic that I didn't want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about this at all. We'll finish off a topic that I didn't want to talk about. So yeah. So our marching band show idea. I think everybody wants to go with the tribes show idea. And it's going to be about 3 tribes who have to fight against each other to survive against a disease that is coming through and killing everybody in the community on this island. So it's either going to be tropical or continental. It's going to be either on a continent, most likely in Africa, but yeah, that's that. So next topic I want to talk about is Zoom calls. Everyone, and nobody but nobody is not having a Zoom call. Everyone's having Zoom calls, and I think it's a great way of, talking to people and communicating. So, well, I, yeah, that's that. So now for our last topic of the night. Well, it's actually morning. It's around 3. It's 3 in the morning right now when I'm filming this. So I guess I'm pretty sharp for 3 in the morning right now. Last topic I wanted to talk about. So me and this kid. Well, I know this kid. He goes to our rival school. I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want to give him that much attention. I honestly don't care. And the key word in this is I don't care. Um, this kid, he decided to shave his head, and literally I told him my opinion, and I said nobody cares, and I said I didn't care. It's like literally, and he got so worked up, and like literally this whole time I've kind of been looking out the window and just checking to make sure he's not coming, because he looked on my snap map and he saw where I was. So I turned it off because I didn't want anybody showing up to the house. So he's probably going to show up. I don't know. I'm most likely going to try and sleep, so my grandfather or somebody else has to deal with him. But, I'm kind of worried that he will come up to the house. So if he does, I'll probably have to fight him. But it's just, I hope I don't. It just sucks how you say that you don't care about something, and then somebody gets so worked up and about nothing, and they just come and try and beat you up. That's probably what's gonna happen. Not saying he's gonna beat me up. He's a scrawny little kid, shorter than me. Probably he's actually shorter than Jacob, and Jacob's like 5 foot, and I'm 5'9". So that's the end of that story. I just know he's not gonna beat me up. That's not gonna happen. And I don't feel like dealing with this at 4 in the morning, especially during Corona time when nobody should be coming to your house. Nobody but nobody should. So that's the end of the Band-Aids podcast. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.